family members to cancer, as well as having my grandfather fight 2 separate battles and survive. He was the one who introduced me to video games and kept up my love for the industry. I just want to say thank you to the runners, volunteers, staff, tech personnel, and all attendees for all that you do, and let's keep on destroying cancer. This donation goes to Blecky's Choice. Up next is the game with perhaps the most epic title of the entire marathon, Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. It'll be an any percent run by Spiriax. And on deck, River City Ransom, any percent, and Rescuing the Girlfriend Cindy. That's a run by Yellsrake. Again, I've got a little surprise for you coming up before that one, so stay tuned if my cliffhanger is enticing. $35 was received from The Limit Break, who said, "Hey AGDQ, happy to be back donating again this year. Had to give during the Feasel block, as it were, to support my favorite speedrunner. Here's hoping we crush cancer and kill the animals." Sonic Mega donated $100 a bit ago and said, "I can't believe I almost went this week not knowing AGDQ was on. The fiance and I have been watching these runs fly by while gaming on the couch together. Another week of speedruns equals another donation toward fighting back against cancer. As Mega Man would say, game on for everlasting peace." Thanks so much, Sonic Mega. Sounds like a great setup you two have there. We've just received another donation in the amount of $800. Thank you so much to Rabbage. And they said, "This is the first time in my life I've been able to give back. I've been watching this event for years, and while I haven't had one in my life afflicted by such a terrible condition, I want to give back to those who have." Thank you, Ravage, so much. Naftbunk donated $25 and said, "My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer a month ago. Thankfully, it's operable. I really hope we can crack this thing like we do with so many diseases. Save the animals." Yeah, I wish you the best, your mother the best of luck there. The international contingent still showing up. Thanks so much. Shade said $20 donation and said, "Might be late for you guys in the US, but it's great to have this stream on to come home to after work in Australia. Really looking forward to Ori and hoping to see Vuligin's 0xP run." And now we are ready for Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight.
Not quite satisfied with the placement of the the microphone, but I'll be ready really soon. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. All right. I'm doing a little bit of SDA timing here, so I'll be going now. All right. We're not going to be watching the intro, as you might have guessed. There we go. Alright, so here it is, Street Fighter 2010, The Final Fight. Quite a good name. I remember practicing Hadouken with rockets attacking me. Right now I just grabbed some power-ups to extend my beam, and I'm gonna try to get this guy somewhat fast. Okay, that was good. That Scorpion is invulnerable when it dives, so getting only one dive is ideal. This guy is takes too long to dodge his attacks. So actually, I'm on really low health here. All right. What you want to do is to kill that guy without dodging his attacks, but I didn't notice at first how low health I had. Alright, so this game is a bit Mega Man-like, I guess. I usually say it's like a mix between Mega Man and Ninja Gaiden. Could really do with some health at this point. Actually, I'm gonna be gambling for some health over here. But yeah, instead of Hadoukens, you can do these some really cool moves like backflips and stuff. The backflips actually give me iframes, so I'll be jumping through enemies like that. In comparison to a lot of shooting platformers, you can only shoot once in the air. You might have been wondering why I don't shoot more. That's because after you shoot in the air, you're stuck in this shooting animation. But at least it does double damage compared to the other like standing shots. And there's this too, which also does double damage. We get some bombs here. With the amount of power-up I have right now, I soon have full power-up, and taking damage at this point is bad because if you have more than 2 levels, currently I have 5, which is 10 power-ups in total, and taking damage at this point is bad because you lose power-up, which is also bad because, as you might have noticed, every second one I grab when I get the new level, there's like a 1 second delay to it. So that's really bad. Here's the boss, I guess. Ah, I took damage there. Haven't quite worked out the timing to jump there. But yeah, let's shoot some frogs. So this game has these really weird rooms in between stages. I kind of like them, but there's quite a few of these that look exactly the same and has the same music and everything. So sometimes I get confused which stage I'm on. Here's Big Daddy. This guy is very easy to manipulate. There we go. By jumping the same way every time, you manipulate where the boss goes, and this is actually good. When you get to a new planet, you get full health, so we're not really in panic mode anymore. But this is where the game starts to get really hard, with enemies spawning everywhere that I gotta kill. Ah. Yeah. A little troll, but I could have managed that. If you're wondering why I was standing still so much there, it's because the enemies spawn at the side of the screen. And so if I move when they spawn, I will despawn them. And that means there's gonna take another 2 seconds for the next enemy to spawn. Which is bad, because I need to destroy them in order to move on. So this game has a few auto-scrollers. This is the second one, obviously. I'm looking for another power-up up over here. Unfortunately, I can't get the health, though. I don't need that one. I'll go for a power-up further up. In this stage, I will be getting a very unique power-up. I will talk more about that soon once... There we go. I just let these guys fly through, because if I destroy them, they're just gonna respawn instantly, pretty much. There we go. I'm gonna be getting a power-up, which is like an orb that's stuck to my back. And so I can turn around really fast, basically wiggle, to kill a lot of bosses. It's really important for the run. Here's a sip, by the way. It doesn't really do much. I just like throwing it, showing it. And let's hug the ceiling a bit, because why not? So on the boss up here, the vegetation boss, will be, after I get that, I will be using this power-up to defeat the boss quickly. If I destroy him on the right side, we get a good kill, but left side is bad. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty good. And no frogs. There's just, I don't know, suspense maybe? Here's another pretty trollish stage, and it's really important I don't take that much damage now. I will explain why soon. Ah. Alright. Okay. And that's it. That was decent. Now it's just some rockets. So you see what I meant before, this is already the third really weird, like, psychedelic room with enemies. That's fine. Just trying my best not to take damage. So here's this boss. It's a bit tricky because it's stuck to the ceiling. Let's see if I have enough power up to reach the boss. We barely have enough. And there we go. That's the end of Planet 2, and we move on to Planet 3. At this point, my the number of power-ups I have is more like a luxury. It's not really as important as it was before because of that boss. Had I taken any more damage, like one more hit, I would have to wait for the boss to build walls in order for me to be able to reach the boss. And yeah, that's pretty bad. Here we get to fight some scorpions, like stage 1. Get over me. That's a one dive. This is when it becomes really random. Like, I can't really do much to guarantee a good time here. Okay, we got a one dive on the one of them, I think. A two dive on this guy. It's a pretty good stage. 1:15 for a marathon is really good. I'm pleased. And yeah. A little mistiming there. I actually forgot what that room was. And here's Alf, I guess. So when you climb up corners like that, you have iframes as well, which is kind of handy for the stage. And this is a really short stage, but this is the first part where some movement optimization comes in the game. The jump height is fixed, which means I can mash to like jump as soon as possible. Okay, that was a really good kill. So that guy, he will appear diagonally away from my position. However, the boss cannot appear off screen, which is why I'm standing in the lower right corner, because then I force the guy to appear in the middle of the screen. And I can just wait for the guy to spawn. Here's another quick kill, which is very tricky to get. Pretty much random, I would say. Okay, we got it. If you don't get that, then he's gonna like unleash a snake that's, yeah, and then the guy goes down under the ground again. And that's pretty painful. Another random room with plants. It's annoying if you defeat the one to the left last, and then as you're going to the portal, there's some plants blocking you. So this is technically an auto-scroller, but I think it's kind of interesting because, as you see here, I move faster when I'm in the bigger sand falls. And I'm gonna try to attempt something here. Let's see if we get it. I didn't. But whenever I jump, the screen stops scrolling. So basically I want to defeat 2 snakes and then grab 2 of the crystals with 1 jump. And I'm going to be attempting it here again. Well, I got it, but not in the way I wanted to. Oh, let's get that guy's a troll. Okay, here's another very important quick kill. I found a really good setup, but let's see how it goes. Yeah, we got it. I was really scared I took damage by the snake there because I would have died, and dying on that boss is terrible. I wish I had time to explain how that boss works, but this is like the frogs we fought before, but on a more standard stage. They could fall straight down right in front of me, so I'm gonna do this, like that guy. If I hadn't shot diagonally there, the frog just drops straight down and I can't get the crystal out at all. And this stage, as you might tell, is very, very laggy. A little early there. And then moving to the portal, you can get really trolled. But that was pretty good. Right, the pillars, the green pillars. Come on. There we go. Quite tricky to do that part without taking damage. Most of like trying to go really, really fast in this game means using your orb, and it's just the more you do it, the more dangerous it becomes. You just have to be so close to the enemy all the time. And as I explained before, grabbing any power-up, I mean, when you take damage, you lose power-up, but when you die, you lose everything. I lose the orb behind my back. I lose another power-up that I forgot to explain, but I think it's time for some donations during this auto-scroller.
You got it. We have D. Tysonator sending in a donation of $20.10, of course. Their comment, please prevent the cyboplasm infestation from becoming epidemic, spiriax. You can do it. Do it now.
Thanks, man.
Plot Points donated $25 and said, I totally forgot about my friend's birthday, which is also today. So here's to Kyle, who has been watching AGDQ all week with me, and whom I know will understand that his birthday money is going to such a good cause.
Thank you.
Tar Miniature sent in $100 earlier and said, sadly, I have little time to watch this year, but what I have seen is as awesome as ever. Not being able to watch is no reason not to help, though. Thanks for doing this, and good luck on the runs. Greetings from Germany. Pizer donated $5, said, first AGDQ, and I haven't been able to watch much because it's first week of classes as well, but I'm happy to donate to help fight cancer. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work. Fiorellis donated $50 and said, had to donate during this awesome event. Awesome and entertaining gamers and for a great cause. Kick cancer's butt and kill the animals.
Okay, so that guy, I didn't kill him like planned, but for whatever reason, it was a really good kill anyway. This is another quick kill with the Alf guy. Okay, so that was mostly luck, but I'm pleased. And here's Planet 4 boss. Yeah, it's another quick kill. You will see how hard this one is. Got him. I just stand there and chill out. So now we arrive at the last planet. There's only one auto-scroller left. This is not the one though. We're gonna be destroying some rotating bracelets, and there's a snake coming too. All right, sure. I can get that. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't despawn that enemy there. Ah. Oh, this is really good. And this is just one of the bracelets, which can appear up there. Sometimes it appears at the bottom. It's just random. Most of the AI behavior and spawning locations is based on your position, but you can't like always be at the same places all the time, since you're no human. But that's basically pretty much how it works. So this guy will disappear now. Okay, I didn't want to do that. At the beginning of this level, there's a glass lid that actually has one of the unique power-ups, this orb thing, but you can't get it without dying. I guess it's the developer's joke, since you lose it by dying anyways. This area is pretty funny in a casual playthrough, because you might not know you can hang on to ledges like that. I mean, you probably know that you can drop down, but not hold up to be hanging like that. And those guys are invulnerable as well. And that is the last auto-scroller. We're now approaching the final stage. And there we go. Just getting one more extra level for safety. I'm gonna be doing a manipulation here that has worked really good so far, but I've had some bad luck with it. I basically hold right and walk all the way right, and got him. And we're gonna be fighting 4 more bosses. And this guy, I'm gonna be shooting. Oh, there we go. How about that? And then, there we go. Oh, only 1 damage. Very good. Here's 2 of the teleporting mummy guys. And once again, I'm gonna be manipulating where he appears. And we're moving on to the 2 final bosses. I do have enough health to wiggle kill this boss. And I can wiggle kill the final boss as well. And that's it. As it fades to black, I'm gonna be stopping the timer. Time. Oh. I can't believe how well that went. That's 19 seconds from the world record. And I got, I don't know, pretty lucky too. Such a blast to be here. Shoutouts to the other runners, Wary, D-Tysonator, Axel SR, you done a good job. So that's gonna be it for me. Let's get hype with River City Ransom by Gelstrike. Thank you.
Spiriax, ladies and gentlemen. We received $10 from Slice, who said, so many tired